The Lakers just declared war on the NBA. They didn't collapse after LeBron. They may have unleashed something far more dangerous. Luka and Reaves are coming, and the league better be ready for chaos.
So, one of the most hated on teams this year is going to be, without a doubt, the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers are going to be hated on. You've already had people like Nick Wright and all of them trying to take dumps on the Lakers, saying, oh, they had the worst offseason and all of that. You got bozos on the internet talking about the Lakers are going to be a play-in team. The Lakers aren't going to be good. The first thing not going to be good is a first-round exit. And all. Like, they're trying to qualify it every single way. Why? Because they mad that they told a 42-year-old dinosaur of a favorite player to leave. That's what it's all about. And you're going to have media, fanboys in the media hating on the Lakers. That they would love nothing more. They don't even want them to make the playoffs. Do you know why? Because usually whenever LeBron leaves a team, the team is so destroyed that the team the next year doesn't make the playoffs. And they want to say it's the LeBron effect. You see, LeBron leaves and then you can't make the playoffs. That's what they want, but that's not going to happen this year. Right? It's going to be a sad ass year for them. Maybe with another franchise. Maybe after he leaves Philly, but not LA. Sorry. Right? I don't want to read it. It says Brian Windhorst makes bold prediction about the new look Lakers. It says senior ESPN insider Brian Windhorst thinks the new look Lakers could be better than many expect, largely because of the partnership between Luka Dončić and Austin Reaves. The Lakers underwent massive changes this offseason with LeBron James' departure and the addition of Walker Kessler. While there's still big concerns about the roster, Windhorst believes that having Luka Dončić and Austin Reaves together gives the Lakers a foundation capable of getting them a lot of regular season success. Speaking on the Hoop Collective podcast, Windhorst said, let's take a listen to what Brian Windhorst said here in this video.
I haven't said that. Honestly, 45.5 does surprise me. That does surprise me that it's that low.
Well, here's the thing. Reaves and Luka are so good. And there's a reasonable sample size that shows that those guys playing together are going to generate a fair amount of wins, even if you have deficiencies elsewhere. I also think that he
says the numbers certainly support his argument. During the 25-26 season, the Lakers went 30-11 when Dončić and Reaves played together. Interesting, isn't it? Perhaps even more encouraging for the Lakers post-LeBron, they were 9-2 when Dončić and Reaves played without LeBron James. Dončić averaged a league-leading 33.5 points, 33.5 points, last season, while Reaves had the best scoring average of his career, 23.3 points. With LeBron no longer there to demand possessions, these two should have a lot more control of the ball. But the key to all of this is Walker Kessler, who could be the one to help piece this entire roster together. That distinction is important. The Lakers may eventually regret the assets they gave up to acquire Kessler, especially if another star becomes available and they lack enough assets to go out and get him. But judging purely from a basketball standpoint, Kessler addressed one of the Lakers' biggest weaknesses. The Lakers ranked 20th in defensive rating last season, and adding a legitimate rim protector behind Dončić and Reaves will give them a lot more cover defensively. And Kessler's ability to finish around the basket gives Luka another dangerous pick and roll. I've said this on my X account. I've said it everywhere. The Lakers are going to have a better season than the Philadelphia 76ers next year. I believe that wholehearted. I saw what the Lakers were when LeBron wasn't on the team. They were surprisingly good. The chemistry was better. They were a better fit. Even last year, JJ Redick admitted that having LeBron on the roster and trying to integrate him back into what they were doing, totally gummed up the works for them. You're not removing him. You're removing his toxic fan base and the toxic media that follows him to go and pollute Philadelphia. The Lakers are going to be more than fine. These people keep talking about defense. When LeBron was on the team, he was the worst perimeter defender on the team. Go look at the defensive rating. He was below Reaves and Luka. They don't bring any of that up. But meanwhile, his fanboys were crying that, they let go of LeBron. Why did they respect LeBron? Because he was a horrible defender and he was too old. And there's no team in NBA history that's trying to win championships with a 42-year-old. Look around the NBA and wake up and smell the coffee. It's all younger teams. And the Lakers got younger. They're trying to get younger and more athletic. that's what's winning championships. But if you guys believe
The Lakers were supposed to fall apart after LeBron James left. That was the prediction. The play-in, the first-round exit, the worst off-season arguments, the endless talk that Los Angeles had just destroyed itself. And honestly, you can understand why people want that story. Every time LeBron leaves a franchise, the next season becomes a referendum on his impact. If the Lakers collapse, the critics get their victory. They can point at Los Angeles and say, "See, they couldn't survive without him." But what if that's exactly where the story goes wrong? Because the Lakers aren't starting from zero. They finished 53-29 last season, and they already have the most important piece of the new era, Luka Dončić. And now they have Austin Reaves playing alongside him, with Walker Kessler arriving to address the biggest weakness on the roster. That's not a team waving a white flag. That's a team changing direction. And once you look at what Luka and Reaves already accomplished together, the criticism becomes much harder to defend. Brian Windhorst has questioned why the Lakers are being projected at only 45.5 wins. And there is a very simple reason for that skepticism. The Luka-Reaves combination already worked. During the 2025-26 season, the Lakers went 30-11 when Luka and Reaves played together. That's a .732 winning percentage. And here's the number that should really get your attention. When Luka and Reaves played together without LeBron, Los Angeles went 9-2. 9 wins, 2 losses. That doesn't guarantee a championship. But it destroys the idea that the Lakers automatically become terrible without LeBron. Luka averaged a league-leading 33.5 points per game, while Reaves produced a career-best 23.3 points per game. That's almost 57 points per night from the two players now positioned to control the offense. And without LeBron taking possessions, touches, and attention, both players should have an even clearer role. Luka creates. Reaves attacks. And now, the Lakers can build the entire system around that partnership. But there is one massive problem that could still bring this entire experiment crashing down. Defense. That's the Lakers' biggest concern. Los Angeles finished 20th in defensive rating last season. That's not good enough for a team trying to survive the Western Conference. And that's why Walker Kessler could be much more important than people realize. He isn't being brought in just to grab rebounds. He can protect the rim. He can erase mistakes. He can give the Lakers size. And he gives Luka something incredibly valuable, another dangerous pick-and-roll option. Imagine the defense stepping up to stop Luka. Kessler rolls. Stay with Kessler. Luka attacks. Help from the perimeter? Reaves gets the ball. That's the kind of chain reaction the Lakers desperately need. There is a price, though. Los Angeles gave up valuable assets to acquire Kessler, and those assets could become a problem if another superstar becomes available later. But strictly from a basketball perspective, the message is obvious. The Lakers identified their weakness and attacked it. And that brings us directly to the decision that has created the biggest emotional battle around this franchise. LeBron James is one of the greatest players basketball has ever seen. That's not the debate. The debate is whether the Lakers were supposed to keep building around a 42-year-old superstar simply because of his name and legacy. The NBA isn't slowing down. The best teams are getting younger. They're getting faster. They're getting deeper. And Los Angeles decided it was time to change. Instead of continuing to force an aging superstar into the future, they're building around Luka Dončić. That's a major difference. And there was another hidden benefit. The enormous media circus surrounding LeBron is gone. Every Lakers loss doesn't automatically become a national LeBron debate. Every possession doesn't become a discussion about his role. Every roster move doesn't have to be viewed through the question of whether it helps LeBron win another championship. That pressure has moved to
Yo, mic check 1 to 2, -1, -2. Game over for this video, folks. Smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to stay in the huddle for more. This is NFL Madness, bringing the heat and signing out.